Pisces, hi, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm your host, Tina. Today we are going to be doing your upcoming weekly tarot reading. This one will be for roughly February 8th to the 14th. Let's go ahead and give your cards a few shuffles here. I do like to pull two layers. The first one is really just to get an idea of the general energies happening for you. And then we'll go in with the second layer and clarify. All right, Pisces, let's see what's happening for you. Now, I do pre-shuffle, but I like to shuffle here together with you. I am also trying something a bit newer. As I pull the cards, I am going to put up a photo here for you guys to see the card. This way, I think it makes it a little bit easier for you guys to follow along. Just testing it, so don't get attached just yet, but we'll see how we both like it. Let me give your cards a few shuffles, and we're going to jump right into it, Pisces. Almost your season. Your solar return, our season. I'm a Pisces. All right. We're going to stop here for you. See what's happening. Five of Wands is at the bottom. Wow, we already have so many major arcanas here. Ooh. Trying to keep balance here, trying to keep balance. Maybe there's a sense of indecision. The overall energy is the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands was at the bottom. So there is a feeling of like trying to maintain balance here. Maybe you're having a lot to juggle as well day to day. But you could just be having a little bit of inner conflict this week, really. A little bit of inner conflict. Like, it's like you're coming from the previous, in the recent past, we have the World here, right? It's like a chapter here has really closed, and I feel like you're trying to step through the portal, and you're trying to enter this new chapter, trying to enter this new cycle. You could even have achievement on your mind here, Pisces, with the World. But a chapter here has closed, there's no doubt, because even as the situation here, we have the Empress. There's a card of birth. Also kind of new beginnings in a way, right? But it's about giving birth to something. It's a healing, very divine, feminine energy here. The Empress is a card of like, ruled by Venus, right? Love and luxury. It's a card of abundance, fertility, but being pregnant, right? Like pregnant with an idea, pregnant with child. But there's something here that like you want to give birth to, that you want to create. And it's very much the situation this week. And you have that nurturing energy. Like think of a mother figure, like your actual mother or mother figure in your life. The one who takes care of you day by day, every aspect of you, mind, body, and soul, right? They tend to you. Every little detail matters. It's nurturing. They help you develop. And that's the energy of the Empress here, right? Like something's wanting to be developed or grown, right? But it needs that watering. It needs that love. It needs that nurturing. And you're just very busy with the Two of Pentacles too. You just have a lot to juggle. A lot of responsibilities, maintaining that balance. It's like a fine line for you, right? It's kind of what it feels like. In the challenge position, we have Justice. So Justice could feel like, you could feel like something is just not right, like it's just not fair, or like something happened here that you're just wanting it to be corrected. You're wanting it to be like vindicated. You want what was wrong to be set right. But it's also a card of like accountability and responsibility. And so maybe that's a bit of a challenge this week. Of course, take what resonates. But Justice is about connecting the dots. And it's a card of karma, right? It's a card of karma. And again, and where karma comes in is like maybe something feels like it was not right and it wasn't fair. And you're wanting that to be corrected here. Where your mind is at and where you're focused, we have the Four of Cups. You're just like, you're not liking what's in front of you. With the Four of Cups, you're not excited. You're not motivated. You're definitely you're not into what's in front of you right now. There's something about it that's not exciting you. And with that being said, right, when you look at this card, the Three Cups below, they're perfectly good cups, right? Like there's nothing at all wrong with them. And then when you're kind of in that energy, it doesn't allow you to see the blessings that are right around you. Just like this hand, coming from the clouds, trying to offer this character a cup, they're not seeing it. And maybe you're like, I don't know what I'm not seeing here. It could be like that too. Your approach, you're stepping into your own energy here with the Hanged Man. It's like, I feel like if you were, I don't know, if it's like if you were feeling stuck, if you were feeling like you couldn't figure something out, like it's like there's something here that you were facing that just could have been very challenging, honestly, because strength is here as well. So there's an energy of something that was really difficult to like face, difficult to overcome, just really took a toll in a way. But now you're in this place of like, you're starting to see things from different perspectives, and you're flowing, right? Like you're not forcing anything. It's like you surrender to the experience. Basically, like instead of like resisting something, you're more in that accepting space now. In your environment, you can have a Leo, because we have strength here, of course, but it's a card that speaks of inner strength and having the fortitude to overcome something that's very challenging. It's often within ourselves, right? It's like the beast within, and it takes a lot of compassion and gentleness with yourself or with somebody else to do so. But it's no easy situation. It's no easy task. Coming towards you is the Seven of Swords. Strategy. Maybe you don't like a situation here and you're like, what do I got to do to get out of it? Because you're definitely, I feel like you're trying to give birth to some new cycle here, some new beginning, but it's just feeling like a little difficult at this time, right? And like I say, when we're growing, what we experience and when we think something's not working often is really just the growing pains, right? All right, let's go ahead and clarify these energies. For you, Pisces, what's happening? It's like it's been hard to maintain balance within yourself. Again, it's like a juggling act. Like there's a back and forth energy with things. Like you may feel one way one day and then another way a different day. All right, we're going to just take you the Hermit situation. Seven of Cups is at the bottom. Yeah, there was like an injustice here. For sure. For sure. Yeah, you're back and forth with the way you're feeling. The overall energy is the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. And I can see here, like something, you're coming from a place where I think your emotions were running pretty high, pretty turbulent. Just like, not settled. Like it could have been keeping you up at night, even though the Nine of Swords is not here. But I see the Six of Swords, I see the Ten of Swords, I see the Seven of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. And then with the Two of Cups being here connected with strength, I just feel like there was a partnership here that just felt cold. Like something hurt here. Something not right happened here. An injustice did happen here. All right, in your recent past, we got Six of Swords in the World. You're moving on. You're ready for something new. I feel like if you were fighting for something and you were resisting something, you're just like, you're more in the accepting space. Like you just know something's better for you at this point now. Situation, we got the Hermit and the Empress. You're going within about where you're creating, where you're going to put all of your divine feminine energy, all that you have to offer, that you do offer. You're now going within and you're like, where am I going to put all of this energy? Because I'm not going to put it in wasted spaces anymore, in spaces that leave me down and kicking me while I'm down with the Ten of Swords type of energy here. But you're basically going within, you're stepping into that Virgo energy with the Hermit. And you're like listening, you're decompressing, right? You've had a lot of heavy thoughts, right? Again, I feel like there was an energy of having trouble maintaining balance or like that inner stillness or that inner calm. Anything like that, I felt like it has been disturbed in the recent past. And now you're like in this place of birth and creation. You might be pregnant with some ideas, quite literally. But you got the Hermit, right? You need to decompress, I think, before you can totally give birth. Like you need a break before like just charging forward in a new direction here with the Hermit. And it's isolating yourself, right? Like you're isolating yourself and you're going deep within here. Something has really felt like a super heavy test on you. I feel like there's a partnership here that really just was very difficult. Very difficult. Because in the challenge position, come on, we have Justice with the Ten of Swords. Like you just feel like you were betrayed, like, and then with the overall energy being the Five of Pentacles, like you were just not supported. Like somebody was not there for you. They did not reciprocate what you gave, right? And then it's like you don't want to pretend everything is fine when it's not, because this card quite literally says everything is fine, but justice is there. And it's like there was a wrong here, and it's just like you're waiting for that table to turn. You're waiting for karma to kick in. You're waiting to be vindicated here. Where your mind is at and what you're focused on. We also have the Page of Swords. This is like, it's like either you're open to a conversation here, or you're definitely, there's something here that you want to learn. Like it's like you want to figure out. Maybe it's figuring out why, right? It could be as simple as that, but it's just like, there's something here that's just like kind of bothering you. and you're in that Page of Swords energy of like open, like they're students, right? So they're open to learning, right? They're just open. There's an open energy mentally, even though you're definitely not liking what's in front of you right now. Your approach, I mean, you step into your own energy here. Like you're definitely in your element. The Hangman, the Queen of Cups, right? You're just, I mean, you're totally like accepting a situation. You're seeing things from different perspectives than you had in the past. And you're being led by your heart with the Queen of Cups, right? There's a deep intuition about you this week, a deep one. And it's a card of like unconditional love, even with yourself, with other people, right? It was a very forgiving energy with you as well. But it's like you've changed with the Hangman, right? Like the Hangman, like literally on the Fool's journey, after the Fool meets the Hangman, this is such a situation that you've been dealing with that like at one point you start seeing new perspectives and it changes you, and then voila, the Fool meets death, which is literally death of the ego because you're so changed by the situation. All right, in your environment, we have Strength and the Two of Cups. Maybe there's a Leo who's like a fantastic partnership with you, but it really feels like more than anything, honestly, there's a partnership here that's just been tested, and it's taken you like, I feel like maybe some days you really want to go in and say something like, and like some days you want to be more reactive, and then other days you want to be more proactive, but you've had the ability to like tame your inner beast with this. And again, you have new perspectives now too, but it was like a test on you, so overwhelming that you're now in the hermit mode, decompressing. Coming towards you is the Seven of Swords and the Moon. The moon is like the subconscious coming to the surface. It's the ego trying to hold you back when you're trying to make progress, right? It's fear of the unknown, scared of where do I go from here? What does this go from here? And you got the Seven of Swords energy. So I just feel like there's a lot of mental activity here. Seven of Swords, yeah, is a card of strategy here. And you know, maybe you're making strategy in the dark, right? You're not letting people see, right? Like stealth mode. You're making moves, but people don't see it. But with the moon, I always say just be careful. Be careful. It's your own energy as well. But the moon is like, you know, it can trick us, right? You don't know what to trust when the moon energy is present because it brings up our fears. It brings up our worries. It's not to say avoid the energy, embrace it. But, you know, you'll get through it for sure with the moon energy. And after the moon comes the happiest card in the tarot, the sun, the brightness of a new day. The moon is just scary because we can't see ahead. And there's something about like being in that darkness, right? That you're just like, you don't know what to trust, right? You don't know where it goes from here. And it brings up these like subconscious fears and worries and anxieties that are like, have always been there and they're deep down, but now they like pop their heads to the surface to like scare us, to be like, hey Pisces, boo. And then voila, but it passes. It does pass. All right, I'm going to leave it there for you, Pisces. Of course, I really do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, if anything resonates, like and subscribe. Thank you for letting me tune into your energies. I'll see you all next week.